where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, and every one of you listening in Radio Land. I am CJ, and this is Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. We are broadcasting from Main Street Sutters in beautiful St. Patrick. Good morning.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning again, and how are you?
I'm blessed.
Good. Go ahead when you're ready.
Thank you. The word of the Lord declares, the heaven declares the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Father God, this morning we thank you that we can, as the psalmist declare, the heavens declare your glory. Even as we wake up this morning to a bright and beautiful sunny morning, and even as we look at creation, we can see you are visible in every aspect of our lives. You spoke and it came into being. You created the heavens and the earth. And most of all, you created man to have a relationship with you for a purpose, because all the animals and other things that were created could not relate to you as human beings can. And even as you said, we were made in your likeness and your image. And God, because of sin, we know that image has been marred a bit. And we don't always reflect you in our true nature in our lives because of sin. And God, we thank you because despite that, you are always there, watching out for our good. You are always there, looking out for us and caring for us. And as you say, you care for the birds of the fields and the sparrows, the lilies, and we are much more important to you than they are. And Father, Lord, this morning we pray that we just take a look at creation and we'd say, oh, there's an awesome God. You commanded and it came into being. You are the Alpha, you are the Omega, you are the beginning and the end. You're the first and the last. There's none like you. There's none could be compared to you. And as the psalmist ended this psalm by saying, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts, Lord, be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our strength and Redeemer. So we could look to you, Lord, even in times of difficulty, in times when we don't even know where to look, sometimes when we don't even want our heart, even as the psalmist declared, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from our enemies. So God, this morning we can look to you. We can look to the hills. There's so many psalms that remind us of your goodness. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk to the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, Lord. There's so many comforting psalms and words that we can look to. Psalm 121 says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? And I just pray, Lord, this morning that we'd call to remembrance those prayers, those psalms, even in the lonely hours of the night, even when things seem to be so dark and dreary, when we are going through difficult and depressing situation, Lord. And we can read, we can meditate upon the psalms. The Bible says, singing sing psalms and songs, making melody in your heart unto God. And sometimes we go through and we are so depressed, we are so downtrodden, and we just need to just lift our eyes towards you, Lord, and stand on the promises of your word, which are yea and amen, oh Lord. When we stand on your word, we have a firm foundation, and we can, sometimes the stresses of life bring things to bear in our hearts and in our minds. We see so many crazy things are happening around us these days. And Lord, I just pray today as a people that we will lift our hearts towards heaven, and we would, in our own feeble way, in whatever way we could express ourselves to you, we can call upon the name of the Lord. You see that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs therein and are safe. So God, today I just pray a peace of God over our nation. I pray the blessings of God that, sometimes things would come in our lives that would want to shake us and rock sometimes, even of us, those of us who profess faith in Christ, and we believe in there's a God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. There are things that come in that will want to shake our faith. We see so many teachings, so many different things are coming, Lord. And I go back to where I say you made us in your likeness and image, male and female created he them. And God, you said even because persons do not want to retain you in their knowledge, and you give them over to all sorts of unlawful things and unclean things, men with men, women with women, walking things that are unseemly in the sight of God. And Lord, sometimes when we turn our back against the truth and we stop our ears from hearing the truth, the Bible says we'll have teachers having itching ear. People will teach us what we want to hear. I know sometimes like is when you get a nice piece of juicy gossip, you want to pass it on. Once we get it, you say you didn't hear this, you didn't hear that, and sometimes we discredit what we know to be true, the very foundation of our faith. We make shipwreck because of false teachers and false doctrine. And Father God, today I'm praying against that in our nation in the mighty name of Jesus, that we would, as a family, as a people, I see us as a family. I know society is made up of individual families, but Lord, if we all do our part in instructing and teaching and admonishing one another and encouraging one another, the Bible says we have to encourage, because the days are going to get dark and dreary, and we know the evil one, his plan is to, to distort the truth of God and make it as a lie, because the Bible refers to him as the father of lies. And we saw so many things that is happening in our world today that people are turning aside. And God, we just pray that we won't be among those in Grenada who will say we don't believe in God, or we don't believe in this, or we don't believe in that. We will we will not question we can question certain things, but the foundation of what we believe and who we believe should not be shaken, Lord. And I just pray that this faith and these values that are once entrenched in us as families will continue to transcend our generation. We'll let them to know that they need to put their hope and their trust in God, because without God, we cannot make it. And Lord, today I just pray that the reality of such things would come into our heart. You said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, they that dwell therein. And Lord, help us, even if it's once a day, we can just take one verse of scripture, one verse from the good book, the old book, which will never change, and we would apply it to our lives as we go today. We can say, as the psalmist David, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Even as we go out today, you might be feeling weak and frivolous, and you might be fearful. Your self-esteem might have been crushed, or you were falling down, but you can tell yourself today, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And just recognize God is a refuge and strength, a present help in times of trouble. And Lord, I just pray today that as God's people, as your people today, Grenadians, like in our child and state, and wherever my voice is projecting throughout this worldwide globe of mass communication, Lord, that someone today will come to the reality that God is able. God is a healer. God is you are so awesome, God, in your power. that we can just trust you, bring our burdens to you this morning. I pray for those who will be sick and suffering, those who are going through difficult situations. I thank you for my sister Kino for bringing her through, Lord. Continue to strengthen her, continue to heal her and her husband and all those who are sick with different forms of sicknesses, those who are going to do surgery today, Lord. We ask for your mercy upon them. Those that she always pray that are in childbearing, delivery. Lord God, we just pray over our nation today. I pray especially today, those who are going through depression, Lord, that they will get help, that they will find Jesus. God, you're the answer. You're the only way. You're the only way, the only truth, and the only life. And they will choose life. Say, God, I choose to live today. I choose life today than death. Whatever been sentenced over your life today, in the mighty name of Jesus, God, I come against the stronghold of the enemy. And I said, be free in your mind. Lord, restore that person in their right mind and their right thinking today, that they will look to you. They will look to you. I know you're the source of our very existence. And God, this morning I thank you. I give you all the glory, all the praise for how you're going to bring us through. We speak against depression. We speak against the lies of the enemy that tells us sometimes we are no good. And God, we speak against the lies and the curses that people would have said on our lives and telling us we would be nothing and we can do nothing. But God, today I pray that by the power of the resurrecting Lord will reside in us today and will give us fresh hope and fresh confidence today. And that person might be at the threshold and want to say, that's it. I need to end my life. God, they will know that there's life and there's a purpose. They will know there's a life after death. It's not just ending it here, but there's another life to face beyond what we can even imagine or think. So this morning, Lord, I pray in the mighty name of Jesus that you will set someone free today in their mind, in their body, in their spirit. I speak wellness. I speak wholeness over that person, Lord, today and over persons in our nation who is just crumbling, Lord. God, I come against the spirit of depression. I know what it is when you don't have a job. And we've been hearing it announced that so many families are feeling deprived. Many families are going through difficult situation, Lord. And that's not the end. Don't help them, God, to know that they could look to you from whence come their help. The help come from the Lord. Help them that they declare whatever situation I'm going through today, I know my God is able. My God is a way maker. And Lord, today I just pray that we'll put our hope and our trust and our confidence in you this morning. I thank you in Jesus' name. I pray thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Amen. Okay.
Thank you, Jesus. Yes.
Everything good? Otherwise, though?
Yes,
All
it's
right.
okay. Yeah.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Yes,
Okay.
have a blessed
Bye-bye.
day.
You too. Bye-bye.
You got to leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Let me take a moment to say good morning to Shirley Scarrett, Jerome Kenneth Lewis, Faithlyn Hallie Douglas, Claude Abraham, Alban Harris, Marlon Klein, good morning to you. My weekend was just quiet. Carol Belfan, Norma Marie, good morning. Also, let me say good morning to Kenro. Good morning to you. Kudos to you for getting yourself 100%, well, 99.9%. You're back. The Date family in Toronto, Arlene, Daphne, Olivia, and Ethan. The Robinson family at Hill Street. The Glean family at Marley. Susan Wildman out there in Riverside. Emily and Rose in Celeste, I think. Cynthia Alexis. Mona, good morning. Haven't heard from you for a bit. Lindona George. Keith Sylvan, good morning. Mary in Mississauga. Junior in St. Andrew. Grant, I know you're listening. Good morning to you. Portia and Matthew, nice meeting you guys last week. Good morning. Lorraine Henry. Wendy in Toronto, good morning. Lennox on the WhatsApp, I said good morning to you. Good morning to each and every one of you that listens to Real FM every day, regardless of what program we are having. We really do appreciate your presence with us.
You gotta be careful, careful.
GRENDEC Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative of the contribution of GRENDEC to this project to really enhance learning through the use of information and communications technology.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissy.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissy.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissy. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It is 7:19 inside the studios of Real FM, I think I'll check in with the Maurice Bishop International Airport, and then when Drumsticks call, we'll take her afterwards.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
And I have on the line from the MBIA, Mr. Jason Robertson. Good morning to you, Jason, and how are you?
Good morning to you, CJ. I'm good, and good morning to our listeners of Real FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 26th day of September, 2023. At Point Chalin, it is fair. The wind is calm. The barometric pressure is 1011.8 millibars, which is below normal and rising. The present temperature, 27.9 degrees Celsius, relative humidity, 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.6 degrees Celsius, and the minimum last night, 25.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had 18.9 millimeters of rain. The total for the month so far, 64.9 millimeters. Now for the public focus for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times. Any shower should be light and brief. Today's maximum temperature should reach 31.5 degrees Celsius. The wind should be northeasterly to east-northeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. The sea should be slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. The tide is currently rising. Will be at 11:45 a.m. and low at 5:45 p.m. Sunset today 6 o'clock, sunrise tomorrow 5:56. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times. Any shower should be light and brief. From the Maurice Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Jason, when are we going to get a break from the heat?
A very good question.
Yikes, I'm telling you, we are sweating like crazy out here.
Well, we are in the summer. It's summertime in the northern hemisphere now, so it just start to move out, going to the fall. So basically, that is the time we get the heat. But it start to cool down when the fronts and them start coming across, pushing some cooler into the Atlantic.
Okay. It's not that we want to push to our way, to cause anything, but it's just hot.
No, other than that, it's just the cooler air, you understand me? When
Yes.
it comes from it push cooler air into the Atlantic, so it cools down the Atlantic a little bit.
Well, thank you so much. And always keeping us informed.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
The cleanliness in life is gone. It's only vice and corruption that's going on. Staying alive, trying to survive, that is how it is today. So as you go along your way, you got to be careful.
I think I may have Drumsticks online. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Go ahead, please.
A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to his skirt of his garment, and as the dew of humor, and as the dew that descended upon the mountain of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even even life forevermore. Amen. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you very much, and hope you have a good day and stay away from the heat. It is hot.
Yeah, I will.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Have a lovely day.
You too. Bye-bye. I'm going back to the live to say good morning to Norma Ray, Vincent Gilbert, Leonora George Buckmeyer. Leonora, you're not Lindona that I keep butchering your name. Tell me if it's yay or nay, because I keep calling you Lindona George, but I'm seeing a Leonora George Buckmeyer. Miriam, good morning. Michelle Alexander, good morning and thank you. Christine Otley, good morning to each and every one of you. Keep coming on the live so that I can say hello and hi, get myself acquainted with everyone who is there. It is now 7:25 inside the studios of Real FM.
You can also call for an appointment at 423. If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street Sates in the Quasi. Dr. Guerra, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352 or our landline at 444-4272.
Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do thin stuff. Garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed. M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Let me say good morning to the Frederick family and the staff and students at the university under the cashew tree. Good morning to Anne-Marie Celestine Grant. Good morning to you. You know, I have someone in the studio this morning. I guess you all haven't seen him or heard from him for forever, but he is kind of back So let me see if I can get him to say, good morning, Jester Noel. How are you?
Good morning to you, Claire. Good morning to the listeners of Real 91.9 FM and the viewers as well. I'm happy to be back.
Really? Will you come out?
That is not your business.
Okay. Just asking. You don't have to be that violent. I just ask you a simple question. Will you come out?
I responded to you just as you would have responded.
Don't lie now. Don't tell lies on me, Jester. You know I tell you I don't like people lie on me, so don't do that. So did you have a good holiday or vacation, whatever it is, a staycation, whatever it is that you had?
Yes, the vacation was good.
Okay.
Really, it was good. It really met the objective.
Okay. Which was what?
Mainly for rest.
Okay.
Yeah, relaxation and rest.
So you do the 2 hours, rest and relaxation.
Well, I guess slash they somewhat equal, you know.
I see.
Yeah, and as one of the things I was able to achieve again is that reunion with my daughter. That really was really good because
that's special.
After 15 years, and we did not used to communicate as well.
Okay.
People might think it's just not seeing her, but we did not used to be communicating, and so it's a new course.
That's why you're shining so. You're shining as though you're greeting Motoal this morning. Happiness does make people shine, boy. I'm telling you, I have to go see if I could get some. Well, that's very nice. I'm really happy that you were able to reconnect with your daughter. It is important that we stay close to our children, regardless of what it is. Even how old they are.
Yes,
it is good.
It is.
Are you far away from your mic? It's like I'm not hearing you properly.
It might be, So that might be a little better now.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So anybody you want to say good morning to? Let me tell you, if she call, I'm going to eat her up. I don't know if she phoned us, but since you left, I haven't heard from Mona. And I say good morning to Mona every Tuesday morning. So she called this morning, I ain't answering her, So
what I can speak of, she definitely had a problem with her phone.
Okay, sorry, Mona.
Yes.
First to jump up and say sorry. Okay.
I know that for a fact. Yeah, she had a problem with her phone.
Because I heard her on Saturday and I'm like, what's going on here? She's speaking to Nubian and I keep saying morning to her on Tuesday and she's not answering. So, okay.
Yeah, so I guess they might get it sorted out now.
Okay. Just, I stand corrected. I have, So, did you, before you left wherever you went to, did you see the leaves changing any time at all in your stay there or when you were leaving?
Not really, because the weather pattern when I left, it's no secret. I was in New York.
Oh, you were? Oh, damn.
In Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
And trust me, you had a lot of sun.
Oh, yeah, you had a lot of sun here, too.
A lot of sun.
I think we have Mona on the line, Hold on. Hold your thought there. Let me see if I could get Mona.
Have Mona on the line.
Good morning, Mona.
Good morning, Jester.
Good morning, Miss Mona.
And how are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, thank God for life.
Oh, yes.
She's so concerned about me. But she's living from Sutters to Hermitage. Even though she don't know where I'm staying. But man, men, conductors, they know me. Drop me by Miss Mona. Is a footstep from the road. Tell her, Jester.
Oh yes, she's definitely hearing you.
I know she's hearing me. Every morning, Mona, I'm hearing from you. You're so concerned about me. Keep killing me. Bring up a fan to fan me down. You don't hearing about Mona. You don't answer me, but I'm talking to Nubian. She cares. She see Heidi and she finding out, but you only there in the corner down there. Mona, good morning. Mona, good morning. Yes. Good morning, CJ, and how are you this morning?
Oh, I am fine. How are you?
One day at a time.
That's
sweet
good. That's
Jesus.
good. That's good. No. You said that I don't know where you live, and so I don't travel the Hermitage area, to tell you the truth.
No.
For one, and hold on a second. You hot, I'm hotter.
Listen to me. I said buses traveling from Sutters to Hermitage to Grenville. Each and every busman on that route,
yes,
they know me.
Okay.
Just go by the road, stop the bus, give Mona that lollipop for me, please.
Okay. Well, I know differently now, because you see, someone here who is sitting with me promised to take me to Mona.
And
give him flack. He's the one that promised to take me to Mona. And up to now, I ain't reached yet. You see Heidi and you see Lodi and all kind of people and them.
And he go.
Yeah,
and he come back. And he's showing up on you now.
Oh, you can't show up on me and have that right? Are you kidding me?
You don't hear, he meet his big daughter,
Yes, I am very happy for that.
Right. God bless you. You have a big daughter.
And you have big daughters, don't you?
Yes, I have 2.
Okay, there you go.
And more male.
Okay. So it's really nice here in Mona, so
I have one by the name of Helincha.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever heard that name.
No. I hear Heidi.
Well, Heidi last crop.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Mona.
With yourself.
All right.
Have a lovely day, Miss Mona.
Yeah, they in a corner, man.
The same corner that I was in, you in that corner too?
Yes.
All right, let's stay in the corner then.
We're in that corner.
All right.
Don't go out, you know.
No, I promise I won't.
No, because fire.
I know, it is hot.
Yes.
All righty, take care of yourself.
God bless you.
Okay, bye-bye. So you were saying, Jester, that it was a lot of sun out there.
Yes, a lot of sun, because even for the Labor Day, they say that the best weather they had in a lot of years.
Yeah, normally around that time it's starting to get cold and it's misty and all that stuff. That's why I asked you about the leaves, because you're in New York. But we start getting a bit cooler than New York. So the leaves out there were really, really beautiful. Yeah. I just wanted you to experience what fall weather looks like.
Yeah, it didn't happen for me.
Too bad. You should go. Next time travel in August, and then you'll get September to see the leaves changing. Let me say good morning to Lorna Bain. Good morning, Bain girl. How are you? Good morning, baby daddy. Miss Matheson, good morning. Errol Bonaparte, good morning. So we are back, Jester and I promised to be really hard on him, because as people know that when he was away, I was by myself and I didn't have anybody to beat up on, but he's back. I don't know if I'm going to beat up on him because I want to fire him again. So, let's go to our topic this morning. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it possible to love yourself so much that it become a sort of a disease?
For some people, it is, but not for me.
I didn't ask you, I said, is it possible?
Well, yeah, it's possible. It is possible, yeah. It is very possible.
So this morning, we're going to talk about narcissism and your mental health. And you hear people talk about people that are narcissists. And they're narcissistic. They have narcissistic personality. My tongue is tied here. Disorder. It's called NPD, which is narcissistic personal disorder. And it is a mental condition characterized by unreasonable high sense of self-importance and an excessive need for admiration. So, that is the people that go over and above loving themselves, because I always say there's nobody that loves me more than me. But I am not a narcissist.
Yes. And the research show that it's a mental.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. Problem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I said narcissism and mental health. It affects us mentally, and especially it is Mental Health Tuesday. So anything we do here, it has to do with mental health issues.
Yeah. So let's just dissect the word for them. Narcissism. It's an excessive interest of oneself and the physical appearance, So the people out there know that has been established, so they know exactly along the line on which we'd be treading on.
And the fact that it says it has an unreasonable high sense of self-importance, like nobody but me. it's all about me. And that's what it is.
You know, we usually say me, myself, and I.
Irene, yes. That's what a narcissist is all about.
Yeah.
Let me say good morning to a good friend of mine that has a SN, A in the middle, and a GG. You would know who you are. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Dexter Mitchell. I know that you're listening.
Yeah, good morning, Dexter.
Yeah. And good morning, Bello. If you turn on your radio and you hear it's Real FM, stick it there. We are talking about mental health as usual.
Let me say a special good morning to the Bartholomew family out there in New York City, man. Yeah.
Chrissy Batiste, good morning. And Chance the Game, 97, good morning. I don't know who you are, but that's a very interesting name. Good morning to you. And thank you. We will keep... Oh, it's Mary. Good morning, Mary. I don't know who Mary is, but I know of Mary. And I say good morning to him all the time because his brother lives in St. Andrew, and he always tells me Mary is listening. Good to see you on the live there. Thank you. Now, Jester, before we go along, now, if you yourself realize and you say to me that the mental health program has taken off and it is going. Now, in order to keep it going and to make it better, I'm telling you, I'm putting myself out there and saying we need sponsorship for that program so that we can make it bigger and better. We can get more people to come in and talk to us about different things. So you could sponsor the program for a month if you're not, if you don't have a lot of finance, which I know it's hard to come by these days. You could sponsor it for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. You could sponsor it for a whole year. Because we really, what we're trying to do here is to make a difference in the lives of everyone, even mine and Jester's as well. That's what we are trying to do. So if you want to sponsor the program, you can call 442-0975. We'll take it from there. You can, as I say, you can do it for a month. You can do it for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Any amount of time that you want to do it for. And your ad is going to be playing on the mental health program every Tuesday. Bar none.
Yes. And they will be getting a lot of mileage through this program, for whatever business they are involved in.
I'd like to say good morning to Dr. Julie Dubois. I met her a couple days ago. Very nice lady.
Oh, she's from Victoria, right?
Yes. Yeah. Good morning to you. Yep. She listens to all Real FM programs anyway, so just wanted to say good morning. Miss Ferguson, I call her Princess Fergie. Good morning to you, because she has the name Ferguson, Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great day. Jester, Miss Ferguson says good morning.
Good morning to
Pearl
you.
Charles, good morning to you also. So yes, let's get into the meter for our program. Somebody beat us already? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right, eh?
Good.
You Mr. Raleigh? Raleigh?
Sorry?
Mr. Raleigh, Raleigh?
Sorry, you have the wrong number.
I think you have the wrong number.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah. Yes. So yes, we're going to get to the...
It's the first time I've been on air like that, and somebody calling with a wrong number.
It happened before.
Well, first time I'm experiencing it.
Yes. So, hear what it says. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feeling of others. And that is no joke. They often have a delusional sense of status and exhibiting interpersonally exploitive behavior. Behind the mask, this is the interesting part, behind the mask of extreme confidence, they are not sure of their self-worth and are easily upset by the slightest criticism. This disorder can cause problems in many areas of life, such as relationships, work, school, or financial matters. People with narcissistic personality disorder may be generally unhappy and disappointed when they are not given the special favor or admiration that they believe they deserve. They may find their relationships troubled and unfulfilling, and other people may not enjoy being around them. So now we have to say now, the people that have that personality, that narcissistic personality, it is not an easy thing for people to be around them, because they make you feel like the scum of the earth, because it's all about them and their self-importance. I am this. Do you know who I am? That's the question. Do you know who I am? I don't care who you are. You know, and they make you feel really, really bad about yourself. Where in turn, they're the ones that are not confident in themselves. That's why they do that, to put an affront.
But let's take up in here. Excuse me. A narcissistic person, man, when it comes to relationship, if that person doesn't find someone that is like them, or that would be a real problem. Trust me.
We come into that. We come into it. It is so amazing. Like when I hear people talk about narcissistic people already. I work with a few of them. And you know, they walk tall. They even walk taller than I would say I walk tall. And they look down their nose at you. You ask a question and it's like, why are you asking me that? Who are you to talk to me? You understand? But you know me, I ain't even really care. And I'm like, boo-hoo for you. You know, go about your business, I ain't care. Because nobody, according to me, nobody's going to push me in a corner and make you think that you're better than me. I am no better than anyone. I know that for a fact. And no one has the right to think that they are better than me, because guess what? When we're dead, everybody going down there. And
that is the equivalent.
And even they scatter your ashes, you're still a goner. You understand?
Yeah.
I've got a call. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Cliff.
Good morning, Clifford. How are you?
I'm alright.
Get a bit closer to your phone. You're sounding far away.
And to
Jester.
Morning, Clifford.
You hit me with that topic there this morning.
I hit you?
You hit me.
Okay.
Really hit me with it. And I can testify of a very truth in what you're saying there. I have 5 boys, a triplet and 2 singles. And there's one boy out of the 5 who is totally, extra total of what you say. What you call it, what?
Narcissistic.
The gentleman is exactly the same. He thinks of himself. He believes that he knows it more than everybody. He believes everybody knows it. Nobody is in his category. He always boasts himself. And I try on many occasions to tell him and say, you are a self-opinionated person. You think of yourself too much. Everything is I do this, I do that, I have tell this person that, I have tell that other person that, I have show them what to do. I say you mustn't take praise so. Even principals, you talk about teachers, he had told the teacher that, and he had tell the teacher that, and he had tell that person that. And it is so true. Every inch of the word that you use is true. I sit down there and I listen when you start up the program, when you think, I wonder and I say to myself, where she going with that kind of topic? And I don't find that talking. Believe it. And when you 3/4 way in it, I say, that is true as the gospel. It is true as the gospel. This gentleman, he's about 34 now. And I try telling him, you must not take all praise for yourself. Let people praise you. You must not, everything is I do it and I do it and I do it so. And me I tell this person that and me I tell them that and I stop that and if I wasn't there and it no.
Well, Clifford, listen up. You might learn a thing or two to tell him or point him to a different direction.
I have already learned to. I will definitely have already learned. And I'm saying, whoever came up with that idea how to survey that person and get that information, it is you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Cliff.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Yes, so Maxwell Belfon, good morning and thank you. We try to bring very interesting topic here to help each and every one of us. And like I always say, it's not about me or it's not about Jester. It's not about coming here and blah, 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 about things. What we really try to do is to reach people, educate people as to what they can do to change their life around if they're going through certain things in their life that they do not like. So, Jester, we are going to hit the symptoms of a narcissistic person. They have, as we mentioned before, they have an unreasonable high sense of self-importance and require constant, excessive admiration. Well, who would do something like that? Who have the time? These people, they're high maintenance people, eh?
Well, one thing I must say that the person that make the assessment of such, they were so right about it, because it has to be a mental, a sort of mental.
Well, no normal
with such
people.
type of person, and that is what is most amazing to me.
The second one, it says they feel that they deserve privileges and special treatment. Okay, they expect to be recognized as superior, even without achievements. They make achievement and talent seem bigger than they are. So, let's say we're going down the road, Jester, and you see. You see somebody has somebody has a little bit of talent, or they have a little bit of talent that they could talk about or put out there for people to see. Now, they want to make a big thing about it. Oh, I am this, and I could do this, and I could do that, and they go on with what they can do. And sometimes it don't make a difference to me or to you or anybody, but to them, it's self-importance. Good morning, Claudette Sylvester. It is self-importance. They make a big deal about everything because they want the world to know this is who I am. They say they're preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or the perfect mate. And people might be thinking that I'm talking about males.
It happens with females as well. Well, if you ask me, I believe there are more like females than males.
Easy now. Easy. Easy. No. You see now, I'm gonna knock you right down there. We females have to work twice as hard to get where we are for us to be accepted at what we do. That is not a narcissistic thing. There are some women that, yes, as men, they're narcissists. They think more of themselves than anything else. As I said, I work with a few. I know their thing. But when you, as a female, have to walk where you can go walk in, I really have to push myself together. That is a different thing to being a narcissist.
But Claire, between you and I would prefer to be around a narcissistic man than a woman.
Explain, please.
Because I just feel.
Oh, that's how you feel.
Of the two, the woman, it still will be more of the extreme situation, or of the situation that is already extreme.
Oh, how did you get by that?
How did I get by? I've seen it. I've seen it, man. I've seen it.
Okay. So they believe that they are superior to others and only spend time with or be understood by the equally special people. So a narcissistic person with another narcissistic person. Two of them are on that same level. So could you imagine fight and so that taking place in there? Because both of them, they're competing for each other's to who is the baddest in that one.
Well, yeah, they deserve each other.
Yes. They are critical of and look down on people they feel are not important.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. They expect special favors and expect other people to do what they want without questioning them. People make note of those points. They take advantage of others to get what they want. They have an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. They're envious of others and believe others envy them. They behave in an arrogant way, brag a lot, and come across as conceited. They insist on having the best of everything for importance, the best car, the best office. Should I say
best
more?
Of everything.
The best of it all, the best of the best.
It's all about self-praises to these type of people, you know? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And, as we go deeper into we have points that we can come to. It is amazing how they really, really make others feel.
Yes.
Really,
very uncomfortable,
it is
right?
very uncouth. if you ask me.
You don't want, for me, I really do, I don't like to be around people like that.
Well, who?
To be honest.
They're the best. They're the best and worst enemy, you know.
Yeah. I don't like to be.
And just by the way they walk and they carry themselves, you could tell from a distance, stay back. Don't interfere with that person, because what comes out of their mouth, it may not be what you want to hear. Because they really, really make you feel bad.
But do you know of anybody, could you think of anybody that is, even if it's not the full kind of descriptive person that we're speaking of here, or come close to it?
Do you look at the news?
News? When? Which news?
Before Biden, who was there?
Trump. Donald Trump.
He is a narcissist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that because I want to say it. It is written all over the place that he is. Think about it. Think how he acts. Everybody's like, oh, she's nothing anyway. He's nothing anyway. I don't have time. You know, this is the comments he make. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning. Coffee in the morning.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm on top of the wall.
Looking down on creation?
Looking down on creation.
Good morning, Pastor.
How you do, bro?
Good.
Well, I'm on top of things, you know.
Happy to know.
Yeah, I'm on top of things. I really enjoy this piece of rock that we're living on. I really enjoy it.
I think all three of us.
I really having fun in this world, you know. Having really fun. Nothing in trouble me, nothing in bother.
And it shouldn't.
And it shouldn't. So I really enjoying this piece of rock here until I'm ready to move, and I have no intention of moving right now.
Gotcha.
I am 68 years old, and asking God, before I reach 69, add 50 more years to my age. And when you add that, at the ending of that period, I still make an application for another 50.
You're trying to live on borrowed time. That is other people's time you're living on, you know.
Nobody whole thing about it. Some of them, they don't want it.
Okay.
So I will take it. Your topic this morning is very important. I could remember a couple months ago. Well, I was still working with the youth ministry. And they summoned us to a meeting. And each and every one of us was sitting inside a conference room. And a gentleman stepped in. And when that guy stepped in inside that office there, when you look at the guy, he looked down at everybody that was inside there. I feel like I wanted to vomit. The guy looked down on everybody that was inside that conference room. When the guy stepped inside the conference room and he see us, he wondering in himself or to himself, why did he really call me here to speak to this bunch of people who are not my type? The way the guy dressed, the guy feel to himself he shouldn't be in a place with these people that cannot wear the quantity of clothes that he's wearing. Oh my God. In other words, in the guy's spirit, he asking you the question within himself, who the hell are you? And who the hell are all of you? And the man hardly want to open his mouth to speak. And the way that he portray himself, I am more important inside him than any one of you. And the remarks that come from his mouth, you can see that everybody inside is not important to this guy. And I look at him and I say, you're suffering from an inferiority complex, man. In my mind, I see that. So this topic you're on, a lot of people who portray themselves in this condition, it's a disease, you know. It's a disease. And the guy hardly want to open his mouth to speak. And he feel whenever he says something, don't try to combat what he said. You either take it or leave it. Sickening. That is very, very a good topic this morning. He has some people that need to live on an island by themselves alone and don't associate with nobody. That guy was just sickening. Sickening. I think that he has a real mental problem in truth. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. But Claire, it's a difficult thing, right? For such type people to come and impact knowledge on other people, because for you in the audience or who's supposed to grab on to what they're trying to pass on, it will be difficult just thinking about the type of person that person is.
I think, I think we may have a call. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's take the call.
Good morning.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning.
And how are you this morning?
I am good, thank you.
Good morning to
Jester.
Jester.
Good morning.
Jester. Claire.
Yes? Go closer to your phone.
In growing up, I always heard my grandmother say, self-boosters have no recommendation. And what you find with these narcissistic people is that they just like to boast themselves. And I would say sometimes I think that they're not even aware of it. As Clifford would have rightfully says, it's like a me, myself, and I. They don't think about any other person. They have no empathy. It is self-importance. They preoccupy themselves with power, with beauty, with success, and they feel that nobody else could be like them. They see themselves as, I am the one only. And when it comes to success, they tell themselves that I'm the only successful person. I'm the only brilliant person. I'm the only beautiful person. And I am the most perfect, loved person. Not realizing that they have a serious problem. And if you try to reach out to them, according to the old place, all hell breaks loose.
Yes.
Because they think now that they are up there and you are trying to belittle them. So,
I know.
It's all about the lack of the ability to understand, the lack of the ability to care for others, and the lack of the ability to realize, to be aware that all of us are the same, all of us are unique. Because they always feel that they are more than people. And then later when reality do hit them, I would say it will be too late. Because there are some people who go about just believing that they are just more than people. And I don't know why. They see themselves as, I would say, infallible. They never make a mistake, and they can't make a mistake. They're always right, they're never wrong. And
So,
even though they do something wrong and you try to let them know that, okay, what you did is not right, it is not proper, they want to, according to the saying, they want to take your right. They want to take your right and give you their wrong,
Yeah. So let me tell you, I know you're making a good point, but stay tuned because everything that you're talking about there is coming up. So you'll call back.
These people, really and truly, Claire, these people need help.
They are selfish in every regard.
I was waiting to hear that word.
Yeah.
Very, very, very selfish.
With
and
a capital S.
People that think about me, myself, and I. They don't think of any other.
Yeah.
Claire.
Thank you.
I'm listening as usual.
Thank you, Princess.
Thank you.
Morning, what is it that morning? Okay.
All right.
Claire feeling jealous. I call Jester to be that.
Who?
Claire, you know you're my love.
I know.
All right, then. Okay, baby. Have a good day.
You too.
You as well.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, Jester.
Yeah,
So,
Claire, they are
you know,
selfish in every regard and every respect of the word.
Let's take a commercial break and we shall be right back.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone Disinfectant Cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents Soft Flower, Ocean Breeze, and the new Aloe Vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your homes. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes. When you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
So we are back, and the topic this morning is how we're dealing with narcissistic people. And as you hear the last caller, how she explained what sort of people they are. You said the word selfish, and they're extremely selfish people. But there are some symptoms that, some signs and so that we can think. Here are some common phrases narcissistic people use, plus what they mean, and see if you recognize any of them. You are not listening to me. That's point one. You are not listening to me.
Yeah.
Say, according to research, and again, research, not me. Narcissistic people say, you are not listening to me when you are not agreeing with them.
Because they always have to be right.
Yes, he said you could be listening to everything and respond appropriately, but they accuse you of not listening because you disagree with what they say.
Yeah, you should not disagree. That means their opinion should stand, things like that.
It says the implication is that from their perspective, they are right, and that's a fact. So if you disagree, you must not be listening to what they're saying. Who does that?
I know one or two of them are close sight, I can't call him, but I know.
Well, yeah, we know. I mean, there are a lot of them outside there that does that, and some of you ask, well, how would you know? How would you tell me I'm not listening? You don't have my ear. You don't know what I'm hearing. You are not listening to me. I think we have a call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Jester.
Good morning to you, sir.
All right. CJ, and they said, I consider these people that exalt us. Right? Exalted, they exalting themselves to think that they arrive and they reach where they go in. Right? And they were saying that the man that thinks he knows all and all of what he knows is right and all people is wrong. I'll consider these people, they don't know nothing. Because see, one of the things with these people, they want to tell you something. I must always believe what they tell you. If they're wrong, you must believe it and accept it. But you know what they say, not the truth. And try to tell them what they say, not the truth. They're wrong. But no, who are you to tell me that I'm wrong? I consider these people then when they have a great awakening, a great fall in their life, because the word of God said, the man that humble himself will be exalted. But those who exalt themselves with your fall. Everyone, once you on the face of the earth, CJ, every Lord, will you teach me, I teach you. But we consider these people that they feel now they do everything, no one could teach them. They reach where they're going. So that's my.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So yes.
Good contribution.
Yeah, nobody can tell them anything. Here the next point. You're crazy.
Where is them are crazy?
Well, based on what they're going through, it's you and me that are normal people. We are the one that have the problem, not them. It says narcissists often accuse others of being crazy when they are on to them. So if you're saying something and I'm on to you, then all of a sudden, I am crazy. It says you might have discovered them lying, cheating, or being dishonest in some way. Narcissists rarely hold their hand up and admit fault. They turn the blame on you.
How would they be wrong? They have to shift the blame to someone else because they are the perfect being, Claire. That's how you have to realize it.
Well, yes.
These type of people, they are the perfect one. Yeah.
And here's another one. And one simple way to call you crazy, this is an attempt to undermine your take on reality, and it's a form of gaslighting. So they're rallying you up now because you're crazy. So when you act crazy, then they say, you see what I mean? You are crazy. It says it's a psychological ploy to get you to question yourself. If you think I did that, then you must be crazy. They want you to react to the statement. And here, I'll regrade you back to sane. When they think you're mad and you say, okay, you're right. Then they give you back your grade to being a sane person. Calling you crazy is an easy go-to phrase. It can be used in almost any situation and puts you on the back foot for a while. It gives them time to think of another put down or criticism while you are busy defending yourself.
Puts you on the back foot for a while.
Well, if you call me crazy and I'm wondering, how did you come up with saying that I am crazy? Then you say, okay, I get her where I want her. So now let me tell her, then I'll put you back to sane because you agree with me now that you are crazy.
So one of the hardest thing for a narcissist to say is sorry.
Why are you jumping the gun? Why?
No, I'm not jumping the gun.
But yes, we know.
Based on what has been said so thus far. Mm-hmm. You're realizing that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here's point 3. And I like this. I had a bad childhood. Some narcissists let it be known that they had a bad childhood. This may or may not be true, but not many of us had perfect childhoods. Did you have a perfect childhood, Jester?
No.
Did I have one?
Of course not.
I don't think so. It says, narcissists don't accept responsibilities for their behaviors. Complaining about their childhood allows them to blame their parents for things they do now. The clue is that this is an excuse that they are not committed to change their behaviors. They may say they are, but put no work or effort into it. Because if they do, you'd see some steady improvement. They don't want to change. No. They like being who they are. To continue to put people down, to make you think that you're stupid, that you're crazy, that you have no worth, yourself, or you're worthless. And I, Claire Joseph, is better than you, Jester. No. Yeah. And when I look at you, we have a caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Claire. Good morning, Jester.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning to you, Lorna.
Good morning. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good, good.
So good to hear you.
I just wanted to comment on this point about having a bad childhood, because many people come from great families. They end up not being fine, whereas others come from, you may have a horrible childhood and you might end up being fine. But the fact that you're saying that you had a bad childhood means that you recognize the problem, and that's half of the battle. Mm-hmm. So you can do something about it. And if you're determined to change it, you will find a way. But if you're not determined to change it, you will just keep using that excuse, and you will just settle and blame whatever is happening to you now for what happened to you in the past. And you might be justified in doing that because, you have no control about whatever happened to you while you were growing up. But seeing that you recognize the fact that you had a bad childhood, you can do something about it. So sometimes we just have to examine our lives. If we see a problem, then we have to find the strength to change it. And now, if we stop using that as an excuse and make the necessary changes, we'll find that we have a sense of strength and fulfillment. And we will not be going back to use that and always say, I had a bad childhood. Because you recognize the problem, you can change it. That's my contribution for today.
But Lorna, before you run off, the type of people we are speaking about, they would fail to recognize what you're saying. They would never accept what you're saying because they want an excuse to operate the way they are operating.
Yes, it's an excuse.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Thank you, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Once they're saying that, we know that it's an excuse because they recognize that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So that will tell us that, they're using that as an excuse.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you.
As
Very
always.
powerful in contribution.
Talk to you later.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yes, Jester. As Miss Ferguson says, these people are attention seekers and want people to admire them. But you can do so much for people to admire you if you're humble and doing things genuinely.
That's it.
You don't have to go out and put up a front and make people believe that you can do this. I am the business, I'm the cat's meow, for people to think that you are it. You're not it then, because I'm looking at you with disgust. I'm like, well, who are you? And who gave you the right to look down at me or tell me what you think that I am supposed to be thinking or any of that sort? Be yourself, because let me tell you, this is not something that you are born with,
No.
This is something that you adapt to.
Yeah, that's the word. You adapt, kind of.
You sit there and you tell yourself, I am Claire. And I don't like to be just that person that everybody are saying, people watching me and think, I am going to change myself and make people pay attention to me. But I'm looking for the wrong set of attention because people don't want to be around you. No one wants to be around you.
No, with that type of behavior.
And let me tell you, you're the loneliest person on the planet Earth, You may not feel that way because you've told yourself that you're flying high. And everybody's talking about you, but are they talking about you in a positive sense?
That's the thing. Of course, it wouldn't be in a positive sense. Because, Claire, look at how we are reacting to this type of people. Look at the comments that are coming in from the callers. So, people definitely wouldn't gravitate towards these type of people.
And everybody met someone like that in their life.
Yeah.
They're all over the globe. We meet them on a daily basis. Here's the fourth point. It's different. Narcissists may may state it's different when they have one rule for you and a different rule for themselves. So, yes, it is different. For example, a male spouse may have said it was fine for him to have female friends, but the female wasn't allowed to have male friends. Apparently, it's different. So wait a minute here. Jester, you could have girlfriends? And I don't mean intimate girlfriend, platonic girlfriends.
I know exactly where you're coming from.
So you're a narcissist, and Mikla here cannot have male friends.
Yeah, I don't think that's not fair.
It's that it's different.
It's really
different.
Yeah.
Now you have to wonder how these people are wired.
Yeah.
I know how I am wired. But you're wondering how some of them are wired, honestly.
Okay, I'm thinking if somebody really like close to these type of people, or they had to work for them or something, and maybe that person who worked for that person, maybe they're rooting out all the hair in their head, because it's hard for me. I know I wouldn't make it. I definitely wouldn't make it with this type of people, man. Trust me, we'll retire very early in the game, man. No, because I would not take that kind of thing from them, seriously. That's not going to happen.
I think, well, I don't know. I've never worked for one. So I cannot say what they are doing. But if you're working for someone and they're making you feel uncomfortable daily, weekly, monthly, there comes a time where you have to check yourself and say, you know what, I had enough of this.
Yeah.
I am not going to put up with you unless your self-esteem is so low that they're proving you to be what they want you to be. Or you need the job so much that you tell yourself, if I don't work, then I won't be able to feed me. Sometimes we take a lot of crap from people because of the situation that we are in. But I will always believe that there's always better than what you're doing right now, because you can create that better for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to take a stand, you know.
Not only a stand, you got to step out and make yourself, tell yourself that you could do better. Because I cannot see myself working for someone who is always putting me down and telling me, oh, you're not listening, or you're not doing this, or you're crazy. What crazy is, crazy does.
You know, and people like that, they will, the ridicule comes with it,
Well, yes.
You know, yeah.
You know, and the person always have to shake their head and just walk away. As though, well, you know, I have no worth. And I refuse to be worthless to anybody at all, regardless of who you are.
Yeah.
I said, it's not wrong to love yourself. It's not wrong at all, because if you don't love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. You have no love to give. But to bring it to that level where you make everybody feel that you are better than them, that they want nothing on the earth, that is so wrong on all counts. And it affects, maybe it doesn't affect them mentally because they're already sick.
Yeah. So they're not
seeing this.
Like, yeah.
But it affects people like you and me
and
everybody else that make comments about them. Because no one wants to be around these people.
No, not at all.
You see them coming and you give them a wide berth. Walk all the way you want to. Nobody's going to come close to you.
Because that is so true. That is so true.
Well, I know. I tell you, I walk with a few. I know.
That is so true, you know. You just want to resolve yourself from this type of people, man. You know?
And when they pass by and they see that you're not paying them any attention, they get mad. Because you should be recognizing that Mr. Noel is coming through. You know, let's say good morning to Mr. Noel for you to ask you, well, what's so good about it? You understand? He wants to put you down. But if you give them silence, let me tell you something, silence is golden.
Yeah, and that hurts more. That will take a toll on them.
Oh yes, because no one is worshiping them with the attention that they need. Yeah. So they get upset about that too. And then everybody's life is ruined for that day, because they take it out on everybody that passes by or have to go to. You see people sometimes, they're there and they have to go to that person's office. They're walking all around the place. All around the office, but they're not going inside the office. And you want to know what it is, what's going on. And I said to one girl, I said, why aren't you going to the office? She says, listen, I don't want to deal with him this morning, because I might lose my job. I says, okay, so What do you have to go and do in there? Well, he asked me for a report and so, well, I said, so where now? Make sure your report is right. Make sure you cross your T's and you dot your I's and you go, and if you tell you, just blaze him. That was my advice. Because I know I could blaze. I said just blaze him. Because no one has the right to treat you that way. And you know what they do? You go with your report, or whatever it is that they ask you for, and they see one thing and they just fling it at you.
Yeah, they must find some kind of fault to pin to you. That's the type of people they are. Yeah.
And hear this. When you kind of pull them up now, they realize that, hey, she's on to me. Hear what comes next. I was only joking. Liar! You are not joking. Because if you were joking, people wouldn't... If you were a sort of a person that people can talk to or relate to, they wouldn't have to be afraid to come to you or avoid you totally. So when you say you're joking, you don't make jokes. Narcissists often use subtle put-downs, which becomes gradually less subtle over time. They test your boundaries and see how far they can push you. If they go too far and you call them out, they often claim they were joking. They won't apologize for hurting your feelings or take back what they said. Instead, they challenge your perspective on what was said. You took a joke too seriously, which implies it's your fault. And if you press them, they usually say, you are too sensitive.
That is something I made the point earlier about saying sorry or apologizing.
Mm-hmm. So number 5 leads to number 6, which is you are too sensitive. Narcissists don't accept responsibility for their actions. So it does not occur that they were pushing things too far. And even if it did, they would still blame you. It's your fault, not theirs. You are being too sensitive. This is a simple way of turning the tables. So each and every turn they make, you are the one on the back burner. You are the one on your back foot trying to play catch up to them.
So clear, and that means, and look at the next point that follows. You have changed.
We're talking about you are too sensitive, okay?
Yeah, they got to find a way.
Yeah, let's take a commercial break. We shall be right back.
Little England, you asked for a store that speaks the quality and we gave you. Now, you have started asking for brands and we have brought them in for you. Little England has all the brands you're looking for. Washing machines. We have Hoover, Indesit, Beko and Candy at the best possible prices. Deep freezers, fridge freezers, all sporting the Sharp and Hoover brand. Microwaves of top quality, Panasonic and Kenwood. We stock the best in smart TVs, JVC, Sharp and Panasonic. Now listen, this electric and top stove kettles, steam and non-steam irons, toasters, Bluetooth speakers, phone charger and cables, including wireless chargers, top brand names in blenders, solar lights, for both inside and out. The only appliance we do not stock is a transformer, because all our appliances are for the authentic power source to 20 volts. So check us out at Little England. We aren't so small after all. Little England, located Main Street, Satires. Call us on 458-4111. That number again, 458-4111.
Grendek Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative of the contribution of Grendek to this project to really enhance learning through the use of information and communications technology.
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Satyrs in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to Real FM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
I think we've got a call to begin right here. Good morning. I think we lost that caller. Caller, you can call back because you just came from the ad. So you can call back if you want to make your point. The number here is 442-0175 if you want to make your contribution. So they're calling back. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, I don't listening to you and Jester. Everything that you are saying, we living among it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Even in your own family, you have to feel well, they above the wall, they more than you. But just take it light.
Yes.
Just take it light. All of us go in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if they have a job and they have money, they feel you is nobody. They're selfish. They think about themselves. I hear Jester say, it's I, you, and I.
You, me, and Irene.
It's I, you, and I.
Okay.
But they don't realize he have a man above and he what is in control. And he work out things for everybody. Not only for them. For everybody. Today you up, tomorrow you don't. Be careful on your way up the ladder. You're coming down and I'm going up.
That's
Have
true.
a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Mons. All right, bye-bye.
You know that's where I usually end my
Yes,
program.
yes. Let me say good morning to Philip Lander. Ann Andrews, good morning. And Pearl Lewis, good morning. Pat Kip James, good morning. Patricia Pierre, good morning. I know that you listen every Tuesday, although you don't make comments.
And let me say good morning to Mary Olavachi Joseph.
Let me see if we have a call if I didn't handle this one.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, there is a thin edge in this thing. If the person, how you call it?
Narcissist.
Narcissistic person is happen to be a supervisor or a man in charge. 90% of the persons under him would never, him or her, would never able to work with him. And I could give you a little story of that. There were people, I started as an extension officer in the Cocoa Association. And Mr. Ned was the first boss of the Cocoa Rehab. And 3/4 of the workers couldn't cooperate, couldn't work with Mr. Ned. Now that he don't know the work, but he's a man that has his own idea, and you can't really discuss with him. But he says, good. I remember when we went into work, I got about $30 more than what I was getting in where I was before. And many of the persons that went in as you recruit wasn't satisfied. And I went to him and told him about it. And the man didn't stand up and he said, "Wait, you don't want to ask your business? Oh, that's why we pay him." And he just walked up. Never stood up and said a word. Many other workers could tell you. Just walk up. If you don't want to ask your business, that's what paying. And I was advised by a girlfriend I had not to leave, stay. And I stayed on, and in about 8-9 months, we got an increase of pay. But I'm telling you that some of these people, if these people happen to be in total in charge, you could have hell walking under them.
That's true.
Real hell walking under them. And I have the experience, and I could tell you. And I'm sure that other people could share that. So it's not easy.
All right. Thank you, Clifford. Yes, it is. So here we're hitting now. You have changed. Jester, you have changed.
Yeah, well, they got to find some way of pushing the blame.
Yes.
I have to realize that
We have
all
another.
means.
We have another call. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Claire.
Good morning, Kenner. How are you?
Not too bad on you.
I'm good, thanks.
Kenro,
Jester, good morning.
my good friend, Oden Charlie.
So how is you, Jester?
I am fine, thank God I'm alright, man.
Well, a little while I didn't hear you.
I wasn't around for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I sit down here. I have my breakfast and I listening to you. And I walk in my brain. And you know, when the thing good, it good. When the thing bad, it bad. You know that things are you, both you and Jester, and there is times you are lonely. You know that thing bring memory to each and every, well, for me. And you know, there is a road you walking, and if you walk bad road, and you listen to all you know to yourself, come out on that road. That road is good for you to walk. And are you educating the nation, putting sense in the nation head, that to do good and not to do bad. And you know the people and them, this morning I listen to you and there is post what same thing all you see. Always think of the more than you. They're always better than you. If you pass and you pass by the land, they don't want you pass. And I read in Bongo, you know. They don't want you pass. The fig tree must come in yours, but yours can go in theirs. They will have a problem with it. And, oh baby, go and later. Sorry for that. My little grandma called me and called me to go in.
Okay.
Just have people cracking up here.
And you know, sometimes when you sit down, you think about your own self. And you was talking about, well, Clifford was talking about people, somebody where you walk and how the person was. When I hear Clifford say that, I laugh. Because I did fall in that one time. Not one time, but in time me was Kenro. I used to walk with
She
me.
just wrote now.
Redhead and them in Sotes, Redhead Street Day.
Right.
And that time I like me mass. So I does not walk on Saturday. I does not walk on Sunday. So I asked her for the Monday and the Tuesday off for her to play mass. To give me the right away. Well, they used to have little guests coming in. I walk Saturday, which means I walk for Monday. I walk Sunday, which means I walk for Tuesday. So I supposed to get me 2 days off for me carnival. Sunday when I take me clothes to, change me clothes to go, one day calling late, go call me. They never know my name because they dead and they don't know my name. Tell her I say, well, I go in. So you go see Wednesday place God. No, you cannot go Yes, because we have to talk to you. We expect some guests coming in. They are at school. The teacher Vic used to teach in that school. We have some guests. We expect some guests coming in. So we say we would have give you the 2 days off, but you can't get the 2 days off because we expect some guests. Watch. I don't say one word. Then all I do is I go back in the kitchen. You have a little place where you could change your clothes. I take my clothes out of the labor. And those people there and they don't see me again. When I come and tell me mother, stay and they do and mountain, So here what they do. Mountain was like the Friday or the Thursday. And I still walk the Saturday, Sunday, which I didn't have to walk. So they're supposed to pay me since the Friday and leave in. They don't pay me. Because if they pay me, they tell themselves, well, I won't come because I want the days. I don't say a word. And I take my clothes. And I never go back up to today. When I come up a few days after, I tell my mother say, they don't pay you. I tell her no. She said, well, I'm going to go to them. They had a liquor store in Sotes. She said, I'm going to go to them. Well, she go and they give her the money. You know, when Clifford said that, I say the same thing what they tell themselves, well, they're more than me. And I need the work, so I must come. But I say, you know what it is? I don't have nothing to say. I just don't come in. So, you know, there's a lot of people, sometimes you need the day work. And all how you need the day work, at time you have to quit the day work.
True.
You can't let nobody climb over you. You is not a tree.
I totally agree.
You is a human. The same blood you are, they are the same blood. The same feelings you're having, they are the same feelings. So tell me how you more than me.
All right. So listen up. We're going to come back more. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Kendall. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
And the same thing we said before, that they put you in a corner to make you feel that you need them more than they need you. But at the same time, they keep piling you with negativity and telling you all kind of wrong things. And you have to stay there because sometimes we really do need to look after our family also, but at what cost? You might end up really crazy at the end of it all. They call you crazy and you may end up crazy because of the abuse that they constantly pile on top of you.
Yeah.
So here we're going back to you have changed. Many of us become more assertive and less tolerant of nonsense as we age. Narcissist hates this. We all change throughout our lives, and that's a good thing, right? Who would want to be at the same at 50 as you were at 20? You tell me that. Narcissists would rather you stay the same meek and mild person who wasn't sure of themselves, so they accuse you of having changed like it's a bad thing. Narcissists desperately cling to the hope that they can keep you down. Did I say more?
No. Well, I mean, as I say, you know, you should not have no growth in you. You should remain that one way. That is exactly.
But you can't. You can't. The world is, as BJ said, evolving. How could you stay the same damn way and continue living the kind of life that you live? You either had to get matured or you get responsibility. You cannot stay the same way for somebody to say to you, you have changed.
Yeah, but Clay, the thing about it, what you have to realize is, if you have shown that growth, right, that displeases this type of people. You understand?
Well, build a bridge and get over it. Or call 1-800 tough luck. Because how are you going to go back? Okay, you are at the age of 20. You are thinking like a 20-year-old, a youth, and all this. Even though there are some 20-year-old that are more mature than 50 and 60-year-old people. But at that age 20, you're doing anything, you're helter-skelter.
Yeah.
As you get older, you grow more in reasoning. You grow more throughout your life. You become a mature person and fully mature. You gain responsibility. You become assertive. How could that be against you when you're trying to do better for yourself or better for the people in your life?
But you see,
how?
The thing is now, if you show that kind of growth and progress and everything now, they would not be able to have you in that kind of way.
Well, in the first place, they shouldn't have you in any way. They shouldn't have you in any way for you to be saying now that they could have you in that way.
So Claire, that is like a challenge, right, for them automatically, right, to keep you in such a position that you become just, you would respond to them how they want. Yeah, so they wouldn't like that. They wouldn't.
Well, it says you have changed. It's usually said in a way that makes change out of to be bad. And it is the narcissist, and it is to the narcissist, if you've changed to become more assertive.
That's my point.
Well, you don't have to tell me. I got the point loud and clear. No pun intended here, or pun intended. I got it. Because, the thing is, you see some people and they remain the same way. They did not further themselves in anything. They just stay the Joe Blow. Nothing changed. But if you're going to make yourself to be a better person, not a narcissist, a better person, to look after things around you, to be solid, to be, different, as they say, how could you look at that as a bad thing? Okay, Jester, let's move that way. You and I are on the same level playing field, right? To begin with. Then I've made some changes that is going to benefit you and I. How is that a bad thing? Isn't it enhancing the lives that we have?
That's what it's supposed to be. But for those who want to be in control of you, that for them is bad, Claire.
Oh, what is
Now
control?
you understand?
Control.
Well, of course. Of course. And the type of people that we are speaking about, that they like to control people. They do.
Control.
Yeah.
Control. But who gave them that right though?
I don't know.
Who gave them that right to want to control you to be what they want you to be and not who you want to be?
Because of the type of people they are. But we all act separated. These type of people is a sort of kind of mental. So you understand exactly what is happening.
Well, what sort of changes can somebody make in their lives to create that sort of sin to make people believe that you have changed so much that you cannot, we cannot hang out together anymore? What sort of changes can you make? Say you have a lady in your life, right? And she said to you, "Oh, Jester, you have changed." You want to know what the changes are, no?
Yes, of course I would like to know what the changes are. Sometimes they may tell you that and you're not even aware of the changes. So of course you would want to hear what the changes are.
And if they say, "Well, I don't know, you just change," is that an answer?
No.
Because you're supposed to point out to me,
exactly,
how is it that I have changed?
Yeah.
Or what do you think made me change? I know why I changed. I know, and the changes is not a negative change. It a change to be who you are and where and what you're trying to accomplish. But when they say, "Oh, I don't know," but you just change, that is not an answer.
But on a whole, there are some people that they don't like to see people
progress,
attain a certain level of independence. Well, and of course you could use the word progress as well. That's a fact. Whereas I would view it quite different, Because let's say, for example, right, I have a vehicle. And every time you doesn't have a vehicle. And every time you want to go somewhere, you come and check me to go somewhere with you.
You talking about me or something?
No, I'm just
asking.
I'm giving an example, right? Mm-hmm. And yes, for the first 5 times, I'll do it. I'll do it quite willingly, And I'll continue to do it. But if you get your vehicle now, I will feel so happy for you because that's a burden here. I'm somewhat been eased off now. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas there are some other people, right, who would have been in my position. They wouldn't like that, you know. They prefer you still have to come to them. There are people like that, you know. So
you're preaching to the choir here. Go ahead. Good morning, NP. How are you? Yeah, it's amazing though, because the world is a progressive place.
Yeah.
And if I see you making progress, that's me. I would be really happy for you.
Yeah, that's
and say,
me
Jester, you know, I am really, really happy to see where you're going, what you have achieved. You know, kudos to you. I would not look at it as, well, Jester is making progress, you don't need me anymore. It is better if you don't need me.
Exactly, you know.
You know, and it's better if I don't need you, because we are moving according to we are moving on up like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
You know, we are moving into places where we can help each other along the way.
But for some people, they are not like that. There are some people that hold serious grudges when they see some people making progress. Man, I can tell you that for sure.
and that's the narcissistic thing about those that are in that situation. Because if you get out of it, then they would not have no control over you.
That's it, because you now have that level of independence, so you can move around without having to depend.
And in that case, as he says, you're fired. That's what Trump used to tell them when they do the thing. What he said, you are fired. And it is not, you know, he makes all kinds of comments. And like I said, it's not me that's saying he was a narcissist. News people out there, people that studied him said he's a narcissist because he's all about himself, and he never keeps quiet to tell him something. And he's to himself, you should, I think I took myself out of range. You know, he's all about himself, and he's always going to tell you what he thinks and what he says is fact and all this kind of thing. And, you know, people write books about him on his narcissistic views of things. He says, only him that could say that. You could walk on Fifth Avenue, shoot somebody and still become president. Only somebody like him will say this sort of thing. Or, if you are famous or if you have money, you can touch somebody on the posterior and they ain't doing you nothing. You understand? Because he knows who he is, and he knows that he has the capability to put people down and let people be afraid to say what he does. Now we hear things about him people coming out of the woodwork now and say he sexually assaulted them, he did this and he did that. And so because his number is starting to come into play, his numbers are up. It is only for so long you can do these things and it stays buried. Sooner or later it comes to the light. So when you're treating people the way you're treating them and pretending behind a smoke screen that I am this person, I am this nice person, sooner or later everybody gets to know who you really are. And there's no hiding.
The mask has been removed.
Oh yes. Totally. The number is 442-09-0175. As NP says, they do not own up to their wrong. And we cannot stop saying that about narcissistic people. When they tell you sorry, they don't mean sorry. It's coming here. You are jealous. Now that is a big one. There are two situations that springs to mind when a narcissist accuses others of being jealous. It is either they are jealous or when they want to be jealous. So it's not that you are jealous, you know. They accuse you of being jealous because they are jealous of you.
Yeah.
So they make it seem as though, well, you are the jealous of them. But you have to question yourself. What is it about that person that is going to make me jealous of them? You could answer that for me?
That's the question. Why would, well, for me, I am not a jealous person at all. I don't jealous people, you know. if you
Mind you, we all have a bit of jealousy in us, but sometimes some could be good jealous, eh? So go continue.
Jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous. I mean, if you see somebody achieve something and you probably think, that's maybe I probably could look to get something like that. You know?
That is a form of jealousy.
You're not really jealous.
No, I said good one.
You have, you probably need something and you walk towards it. But, jealousy is, to me, is like, you have no use or no need for something, but because you see somebody you just feel they could have it too, but you don't really have the need for it. To me, that's how I would describe jealous, being jealous of, But just always been humble, would always be. I mean, if you look at my status on my phone, you'll see that from the depths of the ghetto, my feet will always remain planted. You understand what I'm saying?
We all came from, I don't know if we all come out of the ghetto, but where I come from is humble beginnings, as you say. Yes. And it says, narcissists often project their faults onto others. Their pride doesn't want them to admit that they are jealous of anybody else. They're the top dog. To deflect attention from their jealousy, they often accuse others of being jealous. Also, narcissists want others to be jealous of them, especially their partners. Someone being jealous is a compliment. It means they matter. They matter. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, that is like bringing up on the whole self-esteem, It's much I don't know, it's such a joke when you really examine it.
It is not a joke. No. Because this is serious. We might look at it as, well, these people they're jokers, but they're not, because they're serious as a judge when it comes to the things that they do and how they treat people.
Yeah.
It is not, you hear Pastor Louis says that the person that walked into their room there to talk to them, the man looked down at them as though they are nothing.
Like
who are you? Yeah, who are you people?
Them,
yes. Who are you people that I have to waste my time to come speak to you this morning when I have better things to do? I have myself to stand in the mirror and tell myself, hey, look at me. I am rich. I am gorgeous. I am handsome. I am, I'm beautiful. I've got exotic eyes. Who but me? You taking me to come and talk to you people? This is, I don't know. It's amazing. It says, narcissists do things to provoke jealousy, such as flirting right in front of you, or showing off wealth or achievements. They love nothing more than two people publicly fighting over them. Then they can bask in the glory of being sought after. Research shows that if their partner leaves them, they will do anything in their power to get them back. And in turn, they will leave their partner. Not me that say that. Research says that. That's how bad they are. You're not supposed to end a relationship with them. Because who are you to end a relationship with me when I am the one that has it all? It happens, and they will, okay, you know what, Claire? I am out to get Claire back. And when I do get Claire back, well, lo and behold, I have it, I'm rubbing my hand. And then I dump Claire, because that's my gratification for she taking the thing to leave me in a relationship. How is that? How? Tell me, somebody.
Well, you see, with the person leaving them, they would see that they are being belittled, and they don't want that, because of who they are or how they see themselves. You understand? So
then, let me ask you something. All men are narcissists then?
No.
I was just asking, because here the part where it says, they love...
Please don't do that.
No, I'm not. I just asked. I didn't say. Did you hear? Then, the question, they say they love nothing more than two people fighting publicly over them, and then they bask in the glory of being sought after. So if you are the heartthrob, you have me fighting over you. You have somebody else fighting over, and you're there. And you say, look at them, boy. They're fighting over me. I must be good. This is narcissistic behavior. You see, it's coming out. I didn't say. I didn't try. There was no trying. I am just going by what it says here. I didn't listen. First of all, let me put it this way. I didn't make that up. And as I say, it happens to both men and women.
That's right. That's exactly my point I was coming.
So I was gonna attack me too. You didn't wait. Yeah. You have to let me make my point. Yeah. It's 9 o'clock, Jester. It's news, and then we'll come right back.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest news update as produced by Triple N. Details when I return.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahornhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahornhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Welcome back locally. The National Disaster Management Agency is now more equipped to handle disasters in the peak disaster periods. This following the donation of $450,000 worth of equipment from the U.S. Southern Command. The donation was made to both centers in Manjaloo and Bele Karakou and is part of the Emergency Operations Center and Disaster Warehouse projects. Training on the equipment was also provided. In the region, Barbados doesn't want the upcoming United Nations Climate Change Conference or COP28 to be just a talk shop. Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley shared a view as she zeroed in on previous commitments and lack of action. She also stressed that short-term debt won't cut it for countries on the front line of the climate crisis. The Barbadian leader was among the panel for a recent discussion hosted by the Global Clinton Initiative on Funding Earth's Future, How to Scale Finance in Frontline Communities. Ms. Motley added a way must be found to finance countries to net zero.
Loss and damage cannot be on the basis of loans. It has to be on the basis of grants, because we're already taking loans and higher indebtedness with respect to adaptation and resilient building. Now, why am I being made to pay for that when I did not cause it? And why am I then being made to leave out and omit in essential spending in education and healthcare after centuries of underdevelopment by exploitation from other countries who, quite frankly, are at the front line of causing the problem? So this is not... Countries like mine that do have gas potential and oil, and I'm prepared to put oil one side, but unless somebody pays us for the gas, my population is going to ask me, why are we not pursuing our gas? And gas is a bridging fuel. Gas is recognized as... with oil, ironically, as 20% of the mix in 2050 for net zero. So that these are the real issues, and why should those countries who are already in oil and gas, who are already benefiting and have the resources, but are not necessarily on the front line, why should they be the only ones benefiting? That's what a Guyana, who has forests that are significant, will want to know.
Around the globe, Joe Biden says he supports UAW strike.
I think the UAW gave up an incredible amount back when the automobile industry was going under. They give everything from their pensions on, and they saved the automobile industry. And I think that now that the industry is roaring back, they should participate in the benefit of that. And if you take a look at the significant increase in salaries for the executives and growth of the industry, they should benefit from it. So yes, I always support the UAW.
And in sports, Olympic 100-meter champion Marcel Jacobs is to work with Rana Ryder, the American sprint coach, who was investigated after complaints of sexual misconduct. In May, Ryder was given a 1-year probation following an 18-month investigation. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. I am your presenter Maxine Entwine, thanking you for joining us.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive. Color by Sissons. Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color. Color by Sissons. Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The
NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
Okay, Jester, we are back. Speak, let me hear you.
Welcome back to the Mental Health Tuesday. This morning the topic is narcissism.
Say it again.
Narcissism. And that is difficult.
It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister. You have to think about it before you say it. Miss Matheson is saying hello. It's busy. So she's busy. So we're not hearing her this morning, but she is listening.
Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Matheson.
Good morning to you, Miss Madison.
Yeah.
How are the folks in Carriacou? It's a long time I haven't been to Carriacou.
Well, I've been to Carriacou once. What you call it?
Carriacou.
Who?
How do you pronounce it?
Carriacou.
Carriacou?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a C-A-R-R-I-A.
C-O-U.
Mm-hmm.
Carriacou.
Carriacou. When you're shorten the thing like that, it sounds like you butcher it. And like Petit Martinique, not pity, Petit.
Oh, yes?
Well, okay, somebody describe me as petite. What would you say how they describe me as a...
Petite is small, right?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we have big Martinique, and the small Martinique is petite. Like it's petite ants down there.
Yeah, that's how they come up with Pitians. Because
how they come up with what?
With Pitians. Because instead of saying grand ants.
I just said petite.
Petite, but
yes.
It's like, I don't know. Well,
we have a caller. Let's go, hold on. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Get closer to your phone. You're sounding very far away. Good morning, and how are you?
You hear me better now?
Just a bit, yes. But you could hold it like an ice cream. Get closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
The topic you had this morning about narcissism.
Yes.
You are so correct. There are too much of that going on in this country right now. There's a particular radio program host, that is one for surety, and there are a set of government ministers presently that fit that description properly. Have a good morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Short and to the point.
Yes.
Narcissism is a big thing.
Yeah.
So we talked about the part where they say that they are jealous, right? And we know that you said I said to you earlier that so men are the perfect about being narcissists because they like to see women fight over them and they sit down in the back, they stand up in the back and they fold their arm and they looking on and say, I'm important. Let's see. But women does the same thing. The women that are up there that thinks of themselves and look down at other people, they too look down at men, and they don't like you as a person per se to be in their life, but they will date you even though they have someone else in their life. So they'll date, and they will create confusion, and it's like, look at me, I have 3 men out there fighting over me. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you hear they're in not only the women, but in a triangle, in a love triangle, because they create that space around them. So when I say men, I use men first because you are sitting in front of me and they says you always have to put yourself last.
When they say ladies first, generally generally ladies should be first. Why don't you use it the other way around?
No, they said you are okay. You're into sports, Jester. They have the home and away team.
Mm-hmm.
Which one they put first on the billboard, on the scoreboard?
The home team is always appears first.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Well,
the away team always appear first, and then the home after that. Because you always, when I look at it in baseball.
Well, yeah, you look at baseball, but in football, like soccer, it's the home team that appears first.
Well, you all have it all crossed. Because the one that is the away team goes first, and then the home team. So I say, you have to be first. So I say men first. But as I say, women also do the same thing. A lot of us who feel that we are better than the people that is in our life or whatever, we tend to create chaos and say, well, look at me, I have this going on and I have that going on. So it's not a good thing, because it can really cause death to some people. You understand? Now we have overt narcissists and we have covert narcissists. So the covert one, they are undercover, as they say. They have the same personality as the one that we're talking about, the overt one, but they have it under wraps. They have the same sort of ways, the same sort of thing, but they make it seem as though, well, I am not that kind of person, right? But they're lying. But it's because it's undercover.
So you said there are 2 types?
No. I just do my thing. That's why I always say to you, do your research. I'm just telling you the sort of the narcissist people that have narcissistic ways and how they operate. So, because somebody made a comment on the live that says, some of them are covert narcissists as well.
Covert.
So, yes.
Well, we need to explain that to the people.
Undercover. You don't hear the word covert?
Covert.
Yes. They're
So
undercover. They pretend that they do not know. They don't do anything of that sort that we are talking about. They're not a narcissist. They're okay. But that's not necessarily true. And again, that goes for both men and women.
So that means, right? That means they will be pretending.
That's what I said. Yes, they'll be pretending that they are nice people, that they will help you out and do things for you. But later on, they come back at you and say, "Oh, I did this for you, and I did that for you." They cannot be genuine to themselves because they are not that kind of person. They pretend to be, "Oh, I'm out there and I like to help people, and people will always come to me for help and I help them." But you're not doing it genuinely, because later on, guess what? It comes back at you. "Oh, I did that for you. I help you with this and I help you, and this is how you're treating me now." We have to be very, very, very careful about the people that we let into our lives. You have to do like the army, you have to start vetting them.
Oh my gosh, you hear this, CJS? No, I'm agreeing with you.
Well, so why you giving me that? Why you giving me that second with CJ? What did I do? I said the truth.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so, you have to vet people that are coming your way now because you do not know who is genuine and who is not anymore. And if you are the narcissists that come, but they stand a better chance because you know who they are. You catch where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You know that this is who they are, and they will tell you the thing as they don't like you. They know they look down at you. They're looking down at you. Everything that they do is about themselves, about making them feel great, and making themselves do everything to make themselves feel good. Whereas there might be people like you and me who have this big pretense thing going that we are nice people. We'll do things for you. Like Jester will do this for Claire, and Claire will do this for Jester. And they go ahead and I say, okay, Jester, do this. You want to do this for me? Do this for me. And you say, Claire, you said you want to do this for me, and I do it. But in the back of my cabeza, I just hold it there for later on. Mm-hmm. When I just make a little slide down the road there, and you say, but wait a minute. I did all that for Claire, and this is how she treated me out. So these are the people you kind of don't want them in your life, really.
You don't want them in your space.
I don't want them in my space at all. They're ruining my Zen moment. I don't want, my space is making my space tight.
Oh my
that
gosh.
You don't have just a little window to sleep in, and so that back out.
So Claire, you talk about vetting, man. What process would you use for vetting? How will you go about vetting?
Well, you see the thing about it. I think when we meet someone and we get into relationship, I think we go too fast. Mm-hmm. We don't really see the full voltage of that person until we get in too deep, and sometimes it's hard to get out. So dating might take, and even though people can still hide who they really are, but there are certain things that the flag, what they say, you wave a red flag, the red flag waving like crazy in front of you, and you love in your eye like Pepe Le Pew. You can't see what's going on when flag waving. But there's little things that you can see to start checking yourself to know, is that who that person really is, or am I just being blind to what I'm seeing? This is part of vetting.
Okay.
And there are things that you want to say, like they say, oh, you're not listening to me. I might be talking, but you're not listening. You might be talking to me, and I'm not listening. Although I'm listening, but you have it that I am not listening. So all these things that if you don't have a voice to say how you feel about things or what you think, then another way to vet.
You're not listening. That one of the saying of the narcissist.
Yes, you're not listening.
Not listening.
And you have changed. Even though you're just the same person that's standing in front of me, and I'm the same person that's standing in front of you, but you have changed. And you'll have to look to see, well, where did I put on a little more pounds? Did I look a bit slimmer? That's the changes you make in body on the outside that people could see. But in the inside, if you know that you're true to yourself, and this is who you are, then people shouldn't accuse you of being changed.
You're getting in trouble. You're acting up more. You're not being humble. You're not being...
You're speaking from experience or something? Tell me.
Well, maybe it's that what the person might be seeing. So you say that you change. Well, what else you want me to say?
No. We talked about the changes.
You start putting up a challenge.
Well, I'm always challenging. Listen, Jester. If you're a narcissist, right? Regardless of what I say or what I do, it would never be anything that will please you. Whether I put up a challenge or not, it will never be something that, that you will listen to or what I say.
Well, maybe you didn't used to do it before, but you find yourself doing it now.
Doing what?
Putting up challenges. Maybe you just used to abide.
As it says, when you are 20 and now you are 50, would you want to live the 20 years, the life of the 20-year-old or the life of the 50-year-old? Aren't you supposed to make some sort of change in your life as you go along? Somebody says the narcissist people, they have an over-inflated ego. Ching! Check. They're charming and charismatic, then change. Ping! 2. Vetting. These people you think that have your back are the ones stabbing you. Ping, pling. And again, both people, both men and women.
Well, that might be some important point. You don't want to say who it is make these points?
No, I don't have to. Do I?
But I mean, you're speaking on
there
the live.
There are people on the live, and I'm reading what you're saying. And unless it's some of them are really fitting you and you're squeezing your foot with your shoe in it.
No.
Okay, then let's move along. We go in the next point. I am sorry you feel that way. This again is another point that a narcissist makes to make you feel inferior. Probably the nearest you'll get to an apology is when they say the word sorry. But that doesn't mean that they are sorry. It is not an apology. When they say, I'm sorry for how you feel, they're implying it's your fault you feel that way, not theirs.
Yeah.
They're not actually apologizing for the behavior. They're sorry you are annoyed with them over their cruel remarks and behavior, but they are not sorry for saying or doing it. This takes the cake. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, as we say, generally we know that they do not accept. They don't take action for them. They don't take responsibility for the action, regardless to how you feel. They must find someone to shift the blame on. And that is exactly what is happening here, what we are seeing here.
Mm-hmm. And they accuse you of playing the blame game. They're blaming you, but you in turn cannot say to them, well, you did that too. Or you did that. So where is the I don't know what word I'm looking for there, but the medium in that too. Whereas you blaming me for something that you think that I did, but I cannot say, on the other hand, that this is what you did too. So there's a blame thing going on, but you are the one that ends up being blamed by the narcissistic person. Because everything, as we say, and we cannot say it enough, everything is about them and not you. Even saying the word sorry, they use the word sorry, but I am sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah, they're not actually saying sorry to you.
No.
That is one of the hardest things for them to utter. to
say sorry. Yeah.
This is not going to happen just from this type of people. No.
But it is very sad though, Jester, for us to be living in a world where we have people like that around us that makes us feel uncomfortable on a daily basis, weekly basis. As the duration of the time that you are around them, they make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't know how I can cope with somebody like.
You can't.
Nah.
You can't really cope with somebody like that, because every time you watch them, it's like, what now? What coming out next?
Yeah.
What is it that they're gonna say to you next to make you feel like you are not worth it? You are nobody.
And when you know of people of that type of behavior, from the time you see them approaching wherever you may be, you're looking to get out. That's what usually happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you give them a wide room that they just walk through, and they come down and they swagger in as though they're on the runway, because that's me. And when you really look at the people that does that, as it said before, they pretend to be confident. They come out and they give you that thing about, look at me, I am confident. And behind that bravado that they show in there, they're weak more than you and I. And that's what they use to make you feel small, to make you feel insignificant.
Yeah, and inferior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry you feel that way, though.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I am sorry you feel that way.
Honestly, I am really sorry that you feel that way, but this is not what it is. It's you. You're the one that causes. And when they said you're the one that causes me to behave the way I'm more. How could I cause you to behave the way you're behaving when you are your own individual? You have your own mind to think. Your mind is telling you, make me look small, make me look inferior, make me look as though I'm stupid. make me look as though I don't belong. Your mind that is telling that, not mine. So don't come and put it as though it's me that causing you to behave that way. No, it's already in you. And you know, the saddest thing, Jester, is a lot of us as parents, we teach our children to be that. We are not born with those traits.
No.
We are taught.
Oh yeah, well, we taught, or you just sometimes maybe yes, they might have been taught that, or I believe again, people just adapt that on their own.
Yes,
just,
but you don't. How come? Okay, if people just adapt it on their own, what's wrong with you and I? Why we sit down here like sane people, although to us, although to them we are insane unless we accept that we are crazy.
Yeah, but not all will be. So you and I are different. You know, we don't find ourselves in that class, in that bracket. You know.
You know, and that word narcissist, it is so broad, because they control you with all kinds of stuff. Imagine, they control you with a sexual prowess also. When they want it, you have it. When you want it, then you aren't having it. Even in sex, they do that to you. Narcissist does that to you. Yes. Even there.
Tell me about it.
No, even there, because you see, they are so in control, or want you to be in control. They want to be in control of you, that they control your mind, they control your body, they control what you think, what you hear. Even there, they control you. They try to control you too, because again, it is all about them. It's all about you, and not about how I feel or anybody else feel. It's all about how I feel. It's all about what I want, not about what you want. You have no say in it. And that's why when a lot of women, I'm talking to us now, meet men that has the means to make them different, they become slaves to those people, those narcissistic people. Because you do not think, you cannot think. And even though you think, it don't make no difference to them. You cannot have, are you a female, you cannot have male friends. You cannot do anything unless they tell you to. Because guess what? You are spending their money. You are living in their house. You are driving the car that they gave to you. You see where I'm going?
Yeah, yes. I am with you.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yes.
So when these people that are the narcissistic people, they prey on us using our emotions, because we cannot help ourselves, and we want so much. We want to be in the thing with everybody else. So they give you the thing that you want, but you become their commodity. Yeah. And it works on both sides, male as well as female.
Yeah.
I've seen
correct about that.
No, I've seen in Canada that the African, I call them African American, African men that likes Caucasian women, and they have their houses, they have everything to make you, the man, feel good when they meet you. And after a while, you have to walk the dog. You have to walk everything that you never used to do and you didn't even think about doing, because you're living with them and because they have that control over you. They have to do everything that they want you to do. These are the narcissistic women.
Yeah. I'm telling you. And when you find narcissistic women,
you're coming up with that again.
But it's true, Claire.
Yes, I know it is true. I know that. But you see, what I'm saying is that we as human beings, the normal one of us, have to start thinking differently. Because I cannot, for one, maybe I don't know, but for one, make people believe that they are better than me. Or make me feel a way that I don't want to feel. or tell me things that are not uplifting to me, and still hang around for the long haul. Because I know I'm a rebel. I know that. And there are things that I would not put up with regardless of who you are. I'm not afraid, even though the King of England come to me right now and say something that I don't like, I'll say, hey Charles, easy now. Yeah. I'm not taking it.
Well, that's how it should be.
And I'm going to say it with all due respect. Not because you own a position or you tell yourself that you could do something better, that you're going to come and walk all over me. No, we are not only a walk of fame. No, don't do that. And it's about time that we, those of us who tell ourselves that we have to be with these people to be who we want to be, take that out of your mind and start looking for yourself. You could be humble, you could have everything you want and live a nice, normal life than having people just trotting over you, making you feel like you're nothing and what I say goes. No.
Make you feel worthless. No. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be, Claire. That shouldn't be. So again, the number is 4420175, and that's for both the landline and the WhatsApp. Yeah.
Somebody just made an interesting comment here. The person said they avoid entering committed relationship or publicly sharing that they are in one. Yikes! Yikes!
They won't do that in narcissists.
Yes. They're not committed to anybody or anything but themselves. That is a very, very hard comment. Let me take a call.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello there. Hello? Hello? You're breaking up like crazy. Hang up and call again and see if the call is going to come through properly.
Pardon?
You're breaking up.
Okay, so sure.
Try again.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know the reception where the person is. And they're also, yikes, pathological liars. And that's not a joke. They lie like rugs. You know when you put a rug, you buy a piece of rug and you put it on the front, you just lie nicely there? Those narcissist people, they lie. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I am.
Okay, very interesting program I have this morning. It's all about building our self-esteem as a person. And I believe that, it got to start from within. We know that we're going to come across people like that in society because we are faced in a society which contains good and evil. People that have a heart for people as well as people are very heartless. So we got to prepare ourselves for what is to come. It got to start from a child, whereby we have to teach our children, our boys, our girls. Think about others. Not everything is about you, because if we don't do that and we install it in them that it's about you, you should have it the way you want it to be done. Anything you ask for should be given to you. No, it's not an option. This individual at a very early age would grow up and think this is how life should be, when this is not how life should be. Let us teach our children to love, empathize, put themselves in people's situation when it's not only about them.
Thank you very much. Point well taken. Thank you. Let me say good morning to my brother in England. He's listening always, but he sent a message to me this morning.
Oh, Henson.
I said my brother in London, England.
Well, I'm asking him, how much you have over there?
Henson is in Canada.
Is it in Canada?
I thought
it was in why I was thinking Henson was in England. Oh.
No, it's Irving.
Oh yeah, I know of him.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah.
He listens all the time and say morning to wifey for me too. Yes. So, It is amazing how the points are coming out of the narcissistic people that they have no commitment to anybody or anything. They never admit to having a relationship publicly, and they are pathological liars. Because they would lie to cover up what it is that's going on around them in their life and all this kind of thing. And hey, I can always say, you could lie from now till the cow come home and start to moo, you know. Sooner or later, the lie fall in, just blop in your lap, and you just wonder, well, what the hell happened here? So, you know, yes, you may laugh at it and think it's a joke. But
oh my gosh.
But yes, these are the narcissistic people. They have those tendency to do these things. And they make the lie sound so much like the truth that you start believing. You know what the funny thing is? When they lie, they start believing they lie, you know. And that is dangerous.
You see, I hope we don't not getting twisted here.
No, narcissistic. We're talking about narcissistic people and their ways and how they do. And I did not deviate from the subject. Narcissistic people and people that do research, and so they're putting on the live what narcissistic people do. And you heard me from the beginning say that they make you feel less of a person. And that's it. All that comes down to this. So here's the next thing. Another thing they tell you.
NP is very vocal.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes. Now the food. You keep repeating yourself. What does that mean, Jester?
I don't know what I mean. Keep repeating himself.
The narcissistic person will say to you that you keep repeating yourself. So if you say something that they don't want to hear, but you are trying to get through to them, but you will have to say the same thing again, yes? So in that case, they accuse you of repeating the same thing. And he says, this result is used when trying to rationalize a conversation that has become heated or ends up going around in circles, which is true. When a narcissist throws accusation at a person and he or she falls into the trap of defending themselves, they give up being logical and just ignore him or her. That's right. The answer to him or her when he trots out the above line is, what she's saying the above line is, you keep repeating yourself. You say to them, you are quite right. It is obvious to me that you cannot grasp what I'm saying when then carry on doing something that is absolutely nothing to do with him. So I'm occupied with something other than him or her. They do not like that. They do not like being ignored. So you're trying to get a point across. But they're saying to you that, oh, you said that already. I heard that already. But that doesn't mean that you are okay with what they said to you because you know in yourself that this is not true. But they continue to tell you that, oh, this ain't going nowhere. We are going around in subtles. If you listen to what I'm saying, we would not be going around in subtles. If you listen to what I'm saying, you would answer what I'm asking. We would not be going around in subtles. Then you said to yourself, you know what? I have no time for this. I just walk away and stay silent. Kill them with that. Because they do not like to be ignored.
No. Yeah, that is
crazy. Sentence now, you know.
That is very annoying to them. Crazy, because remember.
Because the confrontation is what they're looking for.
Yeah.
They want to blow up at you and tell you, well, you keep saying that and he sees that and we're going around in circles and this one. They want to blow up at your confrontation. But if you decide, well, you know what? It's okay. I'm wrong. You're right.
I think it's a correct time to take a break, man, and then we'll come back with the final thoughts. Don't you think?
Wait, no,
if not,
I'm getting too hot for you?
No.
Okay, just asking. We're going for a break. We're going for a break.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street Certez in the Quasi. Dr. Guerra, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3 3352 or our landline at 444-4272.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on, people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me, no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed. M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
And Jester?
Yes, Claire?
You want to be yes, Claire, the well.
What next?
I'm a narcissist now. You have to answer me yes, Claire. I like that. You are something else.
Oh my gosh.
So, before we hit the final thoughts of a narcissist, I just want to go over quickly the points. We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, CJ. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
I'm so happy. I'm under the cashew tree.
I'm
hearing you loud and clear.
You are hearing me loud and clear at the university under the cashew tree.
Oh, yes.
So class is in session right now.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so happy hearing you.
Thank you.
Every morning I have to leave you and say, oh, Lord, why I cannot get you at the shop? But now I'm so happy. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
But I'm getting you loud and clear.
That's because you needed to hear me loud and clear to spread the message.
Right. And good topic.
Thank you.
Listening.
Thank you.
All right. Have a
Later.
nice day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So
Now, just look at that. The university under the cashew tree is loud and clear, live and direct.
So people like Bob and Day and
Mousy and Silver and with the Swans and
Zeta.
Oh,
Yeah.
Happy Days.
Yeah.
And
Happy Days is too much, man. He's too much.
The whole crew, the university under the cashew tree. They are listening.
Prescott.
Yes.
Doodoo. Yeah.
When class is in session, you can go and pick up a subject and learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, people might pass and see them have their little bottle and a little drink and so on, but serious conversations take place at the University of the Cashew Tree.
Yeah, Claire, and that is important. You see that blog there? I kind of admire how they really does.
They come together to get things done. Yes.
And you could tell at times it's not just about having the drink.
No.
Yeah, you could tell that, real meaningful and uplifting conversation do take place there.
Yeah, sometimes I go to the shop there to buy something and I just
sometimes
plop myself.
Miguel does be there as well too.
I plop myself on a bench and what's the topic today? And we come up and then under the Cashew Tree, I'm going and leaving because the topics there are really deep.
Yeah.
Deep. And people might just pass and see them under the Cashew Tree, but that's why I call it the university.
Yeah, that's good.
You get taught there.
Yeah. Enough respect to them on the blog.
Yes. And they can hear us now on Real FM. They couldn't hear. They had a big radio. And Sylvia used to listen at home and then she has to leave to go to the shop. Now she's calling to say that she's hearing us loud and clear.
Great.
Pun intended on that one. Under the Cashew Tree.
Yeah.
So before we close, we have 10 minutes or 9 minutes. Just want to go quickly to the points that narcissists make before I do the closing points. You are not listening to me. You are crazy. I had a bad childhood. It's different. I was only joking. You are too sensitive. You've changed. You are jealous. I'm sorry that you feel that way. You keep repeating yourself. These are things that a narcissist person uses to keep you down, to make you feel that you are nobody, that you are not worth it.
Yeah.
So let's hit the final thoughts of the narcissist. These are a few of the many phrases that narcissistic people use. Their stock phrases are usually designed to deflect blame away from themselves, usually onto you. How many times you spoke about that? Miss Ferguson said it best this morning when she says all they think about is themselves and try to make other people feel less of them, less of who they are. They make you feel like you're nobody. Many can be used in a variety of situations. They put you on the back foot and give them thinking time to go for the kill. Isn't that sad? So they have you thinking that you're no good as it is already. But when they become confrontational with you and they say things to you and you yourself trying to defend what it is that they say to you is not true, that's what they want. On the back foot you're thinking and they're coming in for you with the kill. You're done. They don't play fair. They like gaining an unfair advantage.
Well, of course. Because all that we sum up, all that been made mention of, that is obvious. That is quite obvious. Yeah.
They don't play fair at all. They will do things. And the funny thing, they study you, They know what buttons in yours to push to get you all riled up. And they say, right, I get him where I want him, I get her where I want him, and then the war is on. And they know they're going to win. Because you are not in their category in that sense of how they think. You're thinking normal. And they're thinking that they're above you. So you cannot compete with them in any way or form. So they have that unfair advantage. While you're trying to think about defending yourself, they already know that they're coming at you for the kill. They want things heavily weighted in their favor, and many of the common phrases are designed to achieve this. So, what can I say more, Jester? More than we are human beings.
Yeah, what?
They say the best way of being human is by being a human being. And if you are a human being, but you're exhibiting faults that is not human being-like. If you're going to make me feel good, if you're going to make me feel bad to make you feel good, then something is totally wrong with that picture.
Well, yeah, we did accept that already. People like that, we don't. It has been established from the very beginning.
That. But what I'm saying is, if you're going, this is your end game for you to feel good about yourself all the time and make somebody else feel bad because of who they are, then you are the scum of the earth, not me.
But they don't see it that way, Claire. That's the thing, yeah?
Well, sometimes a light bulb go off, when you go off, they can't take it. Most of the time when the light bulb go off,
gosh,
they do damage to themselves. Because it's like, I've been through all of that, and this is where I end up. Nobody paying attention to me. I'm a lonely old man or an lonely old woman by myself, and nobody's around me, nobody's showing me no love, and they do harm to themselves. Because they have come to realize that what they are trying to do all along in their life did not become fruitful to them. They're not happy for it. They're not loved for it. People hate them more than anything else. And there is a thing that if you love somebody that strongly, you could hate them that strongly. I don't know if you ever heard that.
First time I'm hearing that.
You can love somebody passionately, very strong, and that person does something and you can hate them just as much. You ever hear they said the thin line between love and hate? That's it.
Yeah.
So when people treat you like this, and the funny thing, when people treat you like this, and they're reaching a certain stage in their life, and they look at themselves up and down, they look in the mirror and they don't like what they're seeing. Now you see they make a 180 now, and they're trying to come back to be the person that you were yourself all along. Trying to come to you and make you feel, this is not who I am, But it's too late because you already poisoned your way around. You hurt so many people that it's hard for people to be compassionate to you and show you any empathy right now. We have to be better. And if you are that sort of person and you listen to that program this morning, stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself, am I really that person? Do I really treat people that way? And how would I feel if I put myself in their shoes? How would I feel if that person or someone was doing that to me? Mary, we will talk about anything that makes a difference in people's lives. She said she loved that this is being talked about. Because I'm telling you, Jester, each and every one of us on this planet Earth met someone that is exactly that way. And we didn't know how to deal with it, because back here in the Caribbean, when you hear things like that, even mental health, mental health was not a big thing, but now it has become an epidemic, and everybody is jumping on that bandwagon of mental health to try to make a difference. And that's why I'm saying, as I said before, do sponsor this program, the mental health program on Real FM every Tuesday. We are going to get further. We will do more research. We'll get more people to talk about the things that is important to us to make a difference in our life. Sponsor, you can do it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. Sponsor it. Call 4420975 if you want to do a sponsor for the mental health program. Because let me tell you, it is not an easy thing for any of us to go through. Everything we deal with on a daily basis, it affects us mentally. And pile that upon it, somebody that is making you feel that you're not equal to them, or you're not up to par with them. They make you feel really, really small. Think about it. And as I said, I want them to go in front of a mirror. Their ego is not going to let them do it, But I'm asking them to go in front of a mirror and look at yourself and says, if I am treating Jester this way, would I like Jester to treat me the way I'm treating him? If I'm treating Claire that way, Would I like Claire to treat me that way? And if you are honest with yourself, you will come up with the correct answer. You will say to yourself, I don't like how when I put on Claire's shoes, how it's squeezing me. I got to find my size. We need to do better. We need to treat each other as regular human beings and not look down at anybody. Because at the end of it all, we all be looking down at each other in the grave, 6 feet deep, because none of us get away from it. As powerful as you may be, and as much as you are rich as you may be, you cannot run away from death. I always think about that man, Steve Jobs, the man the Apple man. He was a rich man.
Yeah.
He had cancer, and he had enough money to go get cure for his cancer. He went to Mexico, he went different places. At the end, he still died. His money couldn't save him. So regardless of who you are, when death comes, we cannot run away from it. So in this life that you have, treat people differently. Be nice to people. I always say, the best kind of people are how it goes again, Jester? I forget how the best kind of people go. But be kind to people because they are the best kind of people. We have to learn to be kind to one another. And I close today, Jester, by saying I hope it was a program that we help someone to make a change in their life and treat each and every one of us equally. Say what you have to say and be gone.
What I realized, there was very vocal people on the live. I mean, one person making about 20 contributions. I mean,
yes.
We would love to see that for future programs, really and truly, you know.
Yes, that person always comments, so don't go there.
No.
They always.
I didn't
10
pinpoint one person.
10 o'clock. Hurry. Hurry, 10 o'clock.
It was another lovely program. And we really please our listeners and viewers out there, and hoping that we can pick up a next really interesting topic for next Tuesday.
Yes,
God's
we will.
will.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for checking in. We are out of the studio.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.